a reunion after more than 100 years. A crucifix that was found in the rubble of a French church destroyed during the First World War has been returned in rather a poignant ceremony. Worshippers from a small church in Rutland decided they were going to take it back to its original location after learning that its home village had been rebuilt. Well, our reporter Simon Hare, well, he went along too.
A British bugler plays the last post in Douin, northern France, a village destroyed during the Battle of the Somme in the First World War. This service marked the 107th anniversary of the start of the battle, in which 1 million soldiers were killed or injured. But as well as remembrance, the event also marked a return of a crucifix rescued from the rubble of the old parish church by a British Army chaplain. And since the 1930s, it's been at this church in Rutland.
John and my son and my wife Catherine were discussing the fact that we had an artefact from a church in France. John and my son looked at the Google Maps and saw, Douin's been rebuilt, why don't we take it back? Clearly it's so much more important for this community to have their cross back. For us, it's a cross, but for them it's that continuity of history.
A delegation from Tinwell near Stamford returned the crucifix on Saturday, and the village of Douin turned out to mark the event with a special church service.
Before the service started, we heard the history of how the priest here came to look at the destroyed church, and there was very little left standing. And one of the things that he said was there was nothing on the altar, there was no crucifix. And it feels great to have been able to bring this crucifix back to where it belongs. It does feel like almost the last piece of the jigsaw, because this village has been rebuilt. And the thing that wasn't here was the crucifix, and now it is here, and that has been restored. So that it does feel like a return, a proper return of what was before World War I is now again.
We are very impressed by the decision of Tinwell Parish to give back this cross, this crucifix, coming from 100 years, more than 100 years ago. It's like a relic, very precious. This cross is for us, yes, a sign of peace today, really a sign of peace, and a sign of kindly and friendly with England.
The crucifix has already proved to be a popular draw in the area, and local historians say its importance to the past and the future relations between the two villages is significant.
It's important for me, and so the crucifix is a good symbol between two communities.
Two communities united by faith and an act of remembrance. Simon Hare, BBC East Midlands Today, Northern France.